Hello Twixtstation, and hello to my sisters and brothers from other mothers. My name's Manic Miner. I'm bringing you a gameplay on Fallen. It's a domination match and it's a MOAB. Yeah. I'm using the MP7 with suppressor and rapid fire, so I will explain to you why I'm using that, because a lot of people who follow my channel will look and think that I've either gone mad or sold out. And the reason for that being is because I hate this gun. I hate it. I think it's cheap, it's easy to use, it's overpowered, particularly combined with the setup that I've got, and it's a MOAB machine and everybody seems to run it. And the unfortunate thing is, in this game there was myself and a gentleman called S&B Storm, or Sneaky Ninja Bastard Storm, a good friend and work colleague of mine, and we were trying to run right on some kids, and I was running around with a Model 1887 trying to get a MOAB gameplay on that, because I haven't quite yet got one. And I mean, look at this drop shotting with this is why I put this gun on, because we were playing on terminal and we were doing okay, but when you're running with a shotgun and people are just drop shotting and disappearing out of sight, you can't do anything with a shotgun, because they suddenly turn into Terminator as they hit the floor, as they just soak up bullets like a sponge. So that was kind of the engineering behind me putting this gun on. It was to teach these guys a lesson, and I did say to Storm before we started the match, I said, I'm going to blow them all up. That is the bottom line. I am going to bomb every one of these bastards and blow them up, because I'm sick to death of struggling with my gameplays, because I'm trying to use something different. So I'll put this on. Like I've said before, if you can't beat them, join them. So yeah, enjoy. It's a MOAB. It's just a bit of background visual, because what I actually wanted to talk to you about today was I wanted to share with you a little story, and that story is my YouTube journey, inverted commas, career up to now. And basically how it started off was, I kind of got into YouTube quite late. Well, I say late, I'm talking I think about 3 years ago I got into it. I never really bothered with it too much. I'd heard a lot about it and it wasn't something I fancied looking into. And how I got into it was accidental, because I'd bought Modern Warfare 2 and I was playing away, having a good game, and all of a sudden I received this message off somebody and it simply said, boost. Now, I don't know, I shrugged my shoulders, I scratched my head, I didn't know what that meant, so I sent him a message back, and I think it was just 3 question marks or something, because he'd say, come again? And he sent me another message and he says, do you want to go boosting? And I remember this clearly, and I just remember thinking, what, does he want to go stealing cars? Who is this guy? So I got Google up and I typed in Modern Warfare 2 boosting, and straight away Google surmised what I was putting in and suggested Sandy Ravage Booster Justice Modern Warfare 2. So I thought, okay, maybe this has got the answer. So I clicked on it and I watched this video, and it was probably still to this day the most entertaining, I think, about 5-6 minutes of video footage I can ever remember watching. It was just this one man train wrecking all these guys with tactical insertions, boosting, getting headshots, and literally doing it in such a humiliating way that it was just entertaining to watch. And it was his editing, it was the comedy behind it, it was the Duke Nukem voiceovers. Everything about that video suddenly made me think, I want to do this. I always have these silly ideas, and a lot of my videos are just funny little creations that pop up in my strange mind, and I think, oh, you know, I'll do that. And I thought, this is a way to really express yourself. So I went to see about getting a capture card, and it took me a while, but I decided to invest in a Roxio. Now the reason for that being was, the Hopog was a little bit out of my price range, but I started off with a Roxio, and it was good. The thing with the Roxio is it's kind of it's like a bridge over choppy waters. It's a way to get across to the other side and learn the Roxio editing package. I can't quite remember what it's called now, but it's a really simple editing package to use. There's quite a few techniques you can use to make your videos interesting and add strange bits in, and also the colour correction on it for a Roxio, which isn't HD, is pretty impressive. And I went onto the internet and I looked at a lot of ways of how I could improve the quality, and I think I got the best I possibly could at the time. Maybe I could have done better, but yeah, I released my first video. It was something I was proud of, and thought, oh my god, this is going to be epic. This is going to be the biggest video in the world. Charlie bit my finger again, he's going to get knocked off the top slot. You know, Manic Miner 83 Reaper Multi-Kill is going to be the biggest video in the world, and they're going to be knocking on my door wanting to interview me and carry me down the street on their shoulders, chanting my name high and mighty. And it never happened. It was a slow start, and at this juncture in time, I think this is when people can potentially get put off YouTube and not want to really continue the journey. But I started looking at smaller channels, and leaving messages for them and watching their videos and learning to see how they do things and seeing if there's something I can learn from them or improve from them. And one thing I noticed was everybody had HD, so I thought, okay, I've got to have the HD. If it's the very best, I need it. If it's the breast, I've got to have it. Now my quality of my videos I'm happy with. There's one or two things I do to improve upon it, but I'm really happy with what I have. I think it's enjoyable, it gets them in good quality. And I found with my first two videos I was over-explaining myself with the quality of it, saying, oh, you know, I know it's a Roxo, but I will get a PVR. Now I've got it, I feel better about it. However, I don't regret for 1 second using a Roxio, because like anything in life, you've got to learn to walk before you can actually run, so it was a good thing, it's a good way to start. But anyway, the channel was now up and running, the quality was getting better. I was about 4, 5, 6 videos in, I was starting to come up with fresh ideas, and then I was looking at the other channels and I was thinking to myself, these guys have got really nice backgrounds, they've got all these smart things, they've got their names colourful and it looks brilliant, and I've got this plain old red background. And I kind of flicked through and happened to come across this guy called LearnFX, and I'm going to leave the link to his channel in the description along with a few others. But if you're thinking of starting out on YouTube and you want a background, give this guy a look. He does everything. He did my logo, he done the background, he done everything. All the graphics, all of my graphics work is the genius of LearnFX. He's a 17-year-old lad from, I think he's from Sweden, and he's just unbelievable. So if you go to his channel, have a look, you'll see pretty much everybody's work he's done. He puts it in like a montage kind of thing, and look him up. Just be polite, kind of subscribe to him and keep up with him and stay active. I think he does it for the pure love and experience of it. So yeah, he done that. He made me look the part. So now I look the part, my videos were looking the part. Now it's time to sound the part, and I was looking at microphones, ways I could do my audios and commentaries, and I actually found that using a pair of X12 Turtle Beaches worked just fine for me. And the only problem was my audio on a lot of my earlier videos, there was a kind of fuzzing and noisy buzz in the background. Thankfully this one guy just popped on my channel, and I've never seen him since, I don't think, but he left me a message and he said the buzzing noise in the background is a little bit annoying. I suggest you shift it by using this program called Audacity. Basically Audacity is a editing program for your audio. It has this noise removal effect that gets rid of any background noise, so any alarms going off in the back, any fuzzing, any tapping, it literally clears it all away and gives you a nice clean audio. So we're looking good, we're looking more professional, we're sounding good, and then the subs start coming in, and then people start taking note and exchanging ideas and helping each other out, until all of a sudden you start getting hopefully noticed, and then an invitation pops up like this, and I'm lucky enough to now be part of this joint 7 director community known as Twixtstation, and I feel lucky and privileged enough to be sharing this experience with 6 other guys, 6 other YouTubers who produce content for you guys to enjoy. And if you come here and you're a Call of Duty fan and that is all you want, then you've got me of a Tuesday. That's what I'm bringing to the table. But if that's not what you're into and you want DayZ and you're not interested in Call of Duty in the slightest, then you've got Jester of a Monday. Or if you're into Roller Coaster Tycoon and you can't give a damn about DayZ and Call of Duty makes you feel sick, then you've got Nutty's Box, which I think is on a Wednesday, and everybody's doing something different. You've got 7 people bringing different games, and it's fantastic. I'm really proud and privileged to be part of this, and I think the guys so far have done a fantastic job, and we've done each other proud, I think. So hopefully long live the journey, may we continue and grow ever stronger. So yeah, I think that now pretty much wraps that gameplay up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I didn't bore you too much, but maybe it's given you an insight into Manic Miner himself, talking in the third person point, and hopefully giving you a bit of inspiration so that if you do decide to do this yourself, you can grab the bull by the horns and go for it. And don't forget guys, if you enjoy what I do, then go over to my channel and please subscribe. Thank you guys, bye bye.